Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 1 of my new series, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. This game was released on November 23rd, 1998 in North America for the Nintendo 64. It's the first Zelda game in 3D. Up to this point, all 4 previous games, Nintendo had been over the top, Super Nintendo over the top, Game Boy over the top, and then, of course, Adventure of Link had been a mix of overworld, over the top, and side to side platforming kind of thing in the dungeons and the towns and stuff like that. And Link's Awakening also had some side to side areas. But yeah, this game was the first delve into 3D, and a rousing success, I think, is what you would call this game. It's considered by many the best game ever made, for good reason. In addition to that, yeah, I think on Metacritic it's still the highest ranked game ever made, and I think on Game Rankings it's number 2 behind Mario Galaxy. But either way, it's still widely considered the best game ever made. For a lot of reasons we'll get into. I don't think it's a perfect game. I think it's darn close to perfect. But we'll get into, the little nitpicking later on. I have great memories with this game. I played this game so much as a kid. I would say the control scheme is probably the worst part about this game. The Nintendo 64 controller only had one analog stick, so the camera isn't great. And I'm playing on the Wii U Virtual Console with the Pro controller, and it took me a while. I did a little practice. I beat the first dungeon. It's not good. The Nintendo 64 controller has the C buttons, the yellow C buttons. There are 4 of them, and there's no comparison with the Pro controller. Like, I'm having to use the right analog stick on the Pro controller as my C buttons. So up C is up on the right analog stick, and down C is down on the right analog stick. It's a mess. But we'll make the best of it. I'll probably struggle a little bit, to getting used to it. But the reason I wanted to record on the Wii U Virtual Console and not the Nintendo 64, I actually still have my Nintendo 64, and I actually have the cart. I'm looking at it right now. It's on my shelf. The reason I decided not to use the Nintendo 64 is because the controls are wired, and I'd have to sit super close to the TV. I'd have to move like a chair closer to the TV and all that stuff. And besides, the quality is just so much better on the Wii U Virtual Console because it's HD, and I don't have to change it from an analog signal and convert it to a digital one, which always causes some loss in image quality and sound, to be perfectly honest. So I had to make a decision, and I went with the worst controller possible for this game for the sake of ease of recording and just the quality of the episodes. I've never 100% beat this game ever in my life. It came out in '98, and it's been over 20 years. But I've beaten this game at least maybe 15 times. I've never gotten every heart container or every empty bottle. I'm gonna endeavor to get 100% hearts. At the very least, 100% hearts. So that's gonna be. The reason I don't do it is because one of the heart containers, one of the pieces of heart, and one of the empty bottles is behind a horseback riding mini game kind of thing, and I'm just awful at them, so I've never been able to get them. So we'll see if this is the run where I do this. But anyway, enough chit chat. Let's get right on it. Alright, we are always Link, because it's who we are. Alright, here we go. Link. In the vast deep forest of Hyrule. Long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Tree. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. Navi, Navi, where art thou? Come hither. O Navi the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku tree. Dost thou sense it? The climate of evil descending upon this realm. Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier, deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. The youth whose destiny is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now, find our young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly! The fate of the forest, nay, the world depends upon thee. And honestly, the presentation is what makes this, well, not just the presentation, but it's just so good. And genuinely, it does look a little bit better on the Wii U than the 64. That's to be expected, I guess. Hello, Link, wake up! The great Deku tree. Deku, I see. Now, here's the thing. Sometimes I say Deku, sometimes I say Deku. It happens. I interchange them all the time. I'm not even going to apologize. Please don't tell me it's Deku or Deku. I think it's Deku, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, the great Deku tree wants to talk to you. Link, get up. Hey, come on. Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? You know, the last Zelda game we played, Minish Cap, we also started the game sleeping. I think that's kind of funny. You finally woke up. I'm Navi the Fairy. The great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. The great Deku Tree has summoned you, so let's get going right now. Okay. Just like that, we're going. Got myself a fairy, and let's get out of here. Welcome to the Kokiri Forest. Yahoo! Hi, Link. Yahoo. Oh wow, a fairy! Finally, a fairy came to you, Link. Oh, that's great news. I'm so happy for you. Now you're a true Kokiri, Link. Is that right? The Great Deku Tree has summoned you? It's quite an honor to talk to the Great Deku Tree. I'll wait for you here. Get going. Go see the Great Deku Tree. I will. So we're gonna head straight there. Just ahead, Great Deku Tree's meadow. Oh, this guy. Look how fast he is, and he's not even moving his legs. Hey you, Mr. No Fairy. What's your business with the Great Deku Tree? Without a fairy, you're not even a real man. What? You got a fairy? Say what? The Great Deku Tree actually summoned you? What? Why would he summon you and not the Great Mido? This isn't funny. Don't believe it. You aren't even fully equipped yet. How do you even think you're gonna help the Great Deku Tree without both a sword and shield ready? What? You're right. I don't have my equipment ready, but if you want to pass through, you should at least equip a sword and shield. Sheesh. Alright, well, looks like we're off to get a sword and shield. What now, Navi? What now? The Great Deku Tree has summoned you. Yes, please come with me. Oh, Navi the Fairy, always interrupting. A lot of people hate her, and that's because she's an interrupter. Oops, not what I meant. I meant to roll. Oh, I can't. There we go. Okay, wrong. There we go. I just got to get the controls. I didn't mean to open up the Virtual Console menu at all. I'm going to go ahead and do the little jumpy jump thing here for the money and talk to this chick. Hi, Link. Look this way. Look over here with Z and talk to me with A. Yes, yes, that's how you use a fairy. It's so great that you finally have a fairy partner. I'll teach you how to talk to people using fairy. I don't. There we go. It's just Z targeting. You Z target someone and then you press A. You can do it. You can talk to them from far away. And no one cares. I am actually looking through the bushes to get some gold because I'm going to need it to buy a shield. There we go. We're going to go ahead and do... so in this house is the twins, and they kind of just tell you how to play the game. It's like an instruction manual for those who are too lazy to actually look at the instruction manual. And that's okay. A lot of people just like to dive into the game. This is the Forest Training Center. Don't recklessly cut signs. Read them carefully. It's so true. But there's nothing for me to do here. I am actually going to go ahead and enter this tiny hole. Viewpoint with Z targeting. Alright, you can strafe. Basically, it's what it's telling you. And it's important, because there's a giant boulder here, and you don't want to get hit by it. But I'm actually just going to follow it, and then go here, and get myself the Kokiri Blade, our first item. Oh, I'm sorry, the Kokiri Sword. Yep, it's a hidden treasure, yep, of the Kokiri, but you can borrow it for a while. Yes! Come on, okay. So we'll go to our menu here. And I'll go ahead... Oh, I have to use the analog stick, I forgot. I can't use the arrows. I'm gonna cut down... Like, you can cut down signs. It's actually really cool. Oh, almost ran into that. Just make sure I didn't miss any rupees here. Yeah, I knew it. I guess the rock went by. Okay. 21 gold. 21 rupees should be enough. Nothing there. Yeah, a lot of people hate Navi because she interrupts all the time. All the time. She's not as bad as Eslo. Not even a little bit. But even my dad, who doesn't play video games or know anything about video games, even to this day, in 2019, he'll say stuff like, hey, listen, because it's just such a thing that was just so engraved in what we did in our house. Because I played this game a ton when I was a kid. So even he knows, hey, listen. I'm only coming in here. I think these are hearts. I don't want to... Well, are they coins or hearts? Oh, I'll take them. Yeah, I think maybe some of them are hearts. Yeah. Yes, I don't care. Please let it be money. I think I should have enough to, there we go. That should be enough to buy a shield. But just in case, I am going to go ahead and do the thing here again. And then we go. This shop, it sells things you can get in the forest for free. Hee hee. Do you know how to use the... Yes, I know how to use the menu. So I'll talk to this little shrimp. You got seeds, we got arrows, but we got no bow. The seeds are okay, but you get them for free, like she said. Oh, barely made it. 40 rupees. I'll buy the shield. Got a Deku Shield. Yep. Oh my gosh, can you just go faster? That's okay. Alright, and with that, we can actually equip. So we can block, and if you press block while you press Z, you can actually move around. I don't think money is going to be an issue in this game. It shouldn't be an issue, right? There's not that much stuff to buy. Alright, jerkwad, get out of my way. If you want to see the Great Deku Tree, you should at least equip a sword and a shield. Hey, what's that? Oh, you have a Deku Shield. And what's that? Is that the Kokiri Sword? Good grief. Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? No, the Great Mido will never accept you as one of us. Shoot, how did you get to be the favorite of Saria and the Great Deku Tree, huh? Grumble, grumble. Get out of my way, turd. We're about to have our first real combat. Prepare yourselves. So we got Deku Babas. If you Z-target an enemy and talk to Navi, she'll tell you about the enemy. Sometimes it's really helpful, sometimes it's just, you know, flavor text. Deku Baba, though it looks withered, it will hurt you if you touch it. These guys will always give you a Deku stick. When you want to put it away, you can still press A. You can carry 6, but don't waste them. And you use these to light torches and things of that nature. But Deku Babas like this, the ones that are just standing straight up, they will always give you a Deku stick. Great Deku Tree, I'm back. Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Link, welcome. Listen carefully to I, the Great Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily thou hast felt it. Link, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. Dost thou have the courage enough to undertake this task? I like that you can say no. Nothing really happens. It's like, no, I'm actually going to go back to my tree and go back to sleep. No, you have to say yes. To proceed. Then enter, brave Link, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Link. And Link, when Navi speaks, use up to listen well to her words of wisdom. Oh, what a crock. Anyway, this is going to be a little bit of a shorter episode. I'm actually going to post 2 episodes today. Episode 2 will be going up at the same time as this one. And we will be tackling the first dungeon in the next episode. So thank you for joining me for this episode, and I'll catch you then. Until then.